Okie dokie, we're here in Grounded. This is my first recording. Well, technically, actually, this is my third recording. I've been trying to get it working. I've never done anything like this before. This isn't to become a YouTuber or anything like this. This is just simply for me to look back and sort of reflect on my journey throughout gaming. Um, let me just I wanted to show off a few of mine and my friends' creations in various games that we've played, and sort of capture my journey throughout Sons of the Forest, which I've recently just started. Sort of, it's just picked up and played. It's the reason that I bought my large orc incoming. It's part of my reason that I bought my oopsie daisy, that I bought my PC in general. This is going terribly. How am I being poisoned? What is happening? Okay, so we're just gonna run away really quickly. Let me get my katana out. Bitch. Get one of these down. Boom. Okay. Run away a little bit. Let's get a bit of health. So yeah, as I was saying, I bought a PC because I wanted to play Sons of the Forest. At the time, I became really obsessed with the forest, and it was only really fully out on PC. Um, I know it came out on console later on, but I wanted to experience it in PC. I knew that Sons of the Forest would be coming out only on PC. I didn't want to miss out on the opportunity to play Sons of the Forest when it came out, so I set amongst my mission to build a PC, and I did. And I could have easily. There are so many of these bitches. I know I could have easily just bought a pre-build, but I like creating things. I like learning about different things, so I chose to bitch. So I chose to build a PC myself. My PC is not that great, so this is probably streaming, maybe, or recording to you possibly in 720. I'm trying the output at 1080 because that is what my PC will allow. I am only running on a RTX 2060, so I'm not running on um, no major graphics card or anything like that. I don't have anything like that. But I'm running the Intel I believe I'm running the Intel i7, the newest generation. I'm lying. I'm running I'm running an i5. I'm running the new generation, an i5. So far, I've had no issues. Like I said, I can run consistently on 1080p, 1080, and get consistent 60 frames. I'm hoping this is recording all right for you guys. So let's show off some of the bases. So this is actually one of the third or fourth build bases that we built. At the time when we built this, it wasn't out on full release, so we didn't have any zip lines or anything like that at the time. We had to build stairs, and the safest place to build was off the ground. I know there's been many monstrosity of builds built up here, and this is something very simplistic. We at the time were just wanting to play the game, make builds throughout the different areas. As the game was being expanded, we gained so much area on the map. You know, at the time we didn't have sort of any of this over here. This was sort of our newest area down by the hedge. So by building this, we got access up here onto this area, so we could come down to the hedge, which, like I said, at the time was very exciting. We've been playing this since maybe 0.4 on early access. So far, it's been a great journey to have been followed through. We love Obsidian games in general, so we thought this was it's just a brilliant game. It's a great survival game. It's a great building game. I love building in games. It's one of my biggest things that I look for in a game. Um, I love a good storyline. I think the storyline's really fun. I think by this point you all know the storyline of this game. But in case you don't, these are going to be some spoilers. But basically, you've been shrunk down by some mad scientist, and he's turned himself into a robot that you've got to fight. And the bugs around the garden, they are going to try and kill you. I think the end game is to become big. Now, we are saving the end game. We have actually yet to complete, you'll see right here, we have actually yet to complete the story because we don't want to complete the story. Like I said, we've been doing this for such a long time now. It's become about the bases, it's become about the build, and we love the storyline. We don't want it to end, so right now we are taking our time with the storyline to get it finished. This, which we are working on, is my newest creation. This is what I call the central hub, the tower. Oak Tower is its official name. This is slightly copycat off of other YouTubers. I realized that at some point we were able to build on the oak tree. So I decided, let's get a further away shot. I decided to build this monstrosity of a wraparound because even though the oak tree is not quite central on the map, it is quite central to the map. A lot of things that you need to get to is right here. And like I said before, Red Camp, which is right over there, Red Camp was our central base, so that's where we had the majority of our materials and the majority of our stash. Our important things were stashed over there and kept in storage boxes over there. So we wanted to build something quite close. I started down here. I basically ran up to the... And again, when I started building this, we did not have backwards zip lines. I knew that backwards zip lines would be coming. I knew that we'd be able to go back and forth on the zip lines. I knew they'd be able to develop that. It was something that the fans had been asking for since we got zip lines. So I didn't want to build the back and forth zip line monstrosity that I know that a lot of people had. And again, at the time, I didn't want to just be creating things because we wasn't able to kind of relocate, recycle, things like that. I didn't want to build and waste the materials. Um, like I said, this was way before early release, maybe on 0.7 that I started building this. So I built a little staircase from Red Camp, grabbed my stems, and I built my first base, first platform. From here, I just winged it. Honestly, I didn't really know what I was doing. I just thought I'm gonna get as high as I can and without being too high, obviously, and see what happens. So I built my little staircase. Now I don't know how this is going to translate on a video. Sometimes when I go around this, I do feel a little bit motion sick, so I do apologize. This is our top base area, so as you see, obviously I've come to the top of the stairs, put blueprints down, build them up, etc., all the way around. I decided to utilize the triangles to sort of create this wraparound feel, and you literally just wrap around the whole thing. I've started to move a lot of our essentials up here and move sort of our creator area up here. I did create a second, what I call the secret base, up here. This was genuinely just because I was bored one day and I realised that I needed different things to make things. So I just threw it all together. This is basically, which is going to be our step 2 of our creating. So we'll be able to make things up here and then store them in different areas. Again, I was just messing about, it wasn't something that I was taking seriously. I just thought, what else could I build up here that would look cool? And a mushroom castle? Yeah, heck yeah. I'll show you Sam's mushroom castle, which inspired me to build this, shortly. So if we come back down to the main platform under here, you follow the stairs around the base. You can get from here over to... What's peep again? Let's just do that. Over to the picnic table, and that'll take you over to the bees. You can follow it all the way around, and that will, I believe, it takes you to the beginning again. So there's the beginning. There's your zip line, which takes you over to the well, it's the new area. But for those who started on sort of full release, it won't be new to you. But that the area, the upper class, the hard ass area that you will get killed at if you are unprepared. This is upstairs. This is the house. We are still working on getting the remaining crow feathers to finish the roof, but it has a crow feather roof, which looks fantastic in the day. Um, this is our sort of home, should we say? We have each have our armor, and to be honest, we only really keep spare armor on here, or broken armor, just because it looks cool. We usually utilize the same armors over and over again. We usually put them in our storage containers near the mission prep box because it's just easier. But when we've got things like right now, I've got that B armor on there. Um, I believe that is the rotten bee armor. Yeah, it's just like I said, it looks cool, and I wanted to show it off. So we're working on getting them on there. What's that? That's the ant armor, I believe. And we'll continue working on that as we go along. You can then take this zip line over here, which takes you to the paint can camp. So that's our pink camp. This, oops, this was our next biggest camp that we built up from the ground. Again, before the zip lines were installed. Um, this is just a brilliant camp. In fact, let me just go back here and see if I can get some sleep through the night. What time is it? It is 8 o'clock, so we could probably get through the night. Sleep till morning. Like, I just love watching my camp over here and different things that I've built when they do this little sleep through the night screen. It's just amazing. Okay, so let's head over to pink camp and show off this. So again, this was just something to get us off the ground, away from danger, away from everything that's happened. You can see orange camp that's semi-abandoned. We sort of stopped working on that camp at some point. We didn't see a need for the camp anymore. So we just sort of moved on to the next camp. Purple camp is our original camp down here. That's our OG camp, which when they invented the hordes, it completely got taken over and completely got destroyed. So if we are over here, this is pink camp. This will take you over on to the ledge, onto the porch area up there, which will obviously take you various areas, and then down here so many different types of crafting equipment. Again, more of our storage, bed, so on and so forth. This camp again was to give us access over here to the toxic area. We have plugged it up so it's no longer toxic. The bugs have been released into the world, which proved to be a pain in the ass. To be honest, but it's all good, part of the fun. If we head over here, I'll go ahead and do a little cut screen and I'll zip. In fact, I won't even do a cut screen. I will show you how I get around to the various camps. So we are still working on, like I said, getting full access to each camp from everywhere, but everywhere is centralized to the hub. So what we do when we need to get to different areas is we head back to the hub and then shoot across. Usually this helps now that we're storing things over at the central hub because we're able to offload a lot of our equipment and pick up what we need for different camps. Um, as you know, if you play this game or any survival game, there will be certain items in certain areas on the map, and having those items on different areas on the map can be really useful. So we try to keep everything on central hub, or we try to share it out equally. We pretty much have even resources at each camp, so if we are just at that camp and need to, I don't know, repair a piece of armor or something like that, but it's something that we would have only been able to get from, say, the upper area over there, and we're down here over at red camp, we have those items there available. Grey camp is the most inconvenient camp to get to. I really should build another zip line from Grey Camp, possibly from to Pink Camp. But to get to Grey Camp, you come over here to the double zip line, and you go on this long one over here. Now this will take you over to the castle,
Having a little
which
peek.
is over here. This castle needs to be fixed. You'll see glitching there. This castle needs to be fixed because when they updated 1.0 and they fully released, this stone, it seemed to have been lowered like ever so slightly. So the camp and everything around it is floating. You can see we've got a zip line up there, and then we've got a zip line down here to the actual grey camp where we built giant stairs all the way up to the crow's nest. This camp needs a lot of work. I might do that on camera just to sort of see how we're gonna build it. Let's build it together and see what we can get fixed. But right now, oops, right now I want to show you Sam's camp that she built over here. This is the castle. Now, I'm not gonna lie. There's one part about this camp I absolutely hate, and I will show you. And I've not told her this. I haven't told her that I dislike this side of the camp. But she made a beautiful camp, and then, in my opinion, she ruined it with grass plank floors. I prefer the stem floors, or mushroom floors, or anything. I think because the grass is so easy to get. In my mind, it's like cheap. Um, so yeah, I also when we made the zip line, we realised that there's another moth up there. I haven't seen anybody else find that moth yet, or discover that moth yet. I'm waiting for another YouTuber to take over and see that moth because the moths are hard. I'm yet to kill one, but it is on our to-do list to build one. Okay, so you will see that this is the grass area. I mean, not only did she do them different ways, which, by the way, is completely out of character for Sam. It leads to this. Now, this was built afterwards. We built this whole castle, and she needed a way to walk from here to there instead of having to walk up the branch. So she just added this on top of the beautiful camp. Um, it is what it is. It is what it is. But anyway, this is Sam's creation. This is the castle. So she has kitted this out. I think she has most of the decorative pieces in here. It's an amazing camp. I'm very proud of her for building this. She's a great builder in games. I try to different things a bit out of the box, but she is a fantastic builder. I think this build is fantastic. She's utilised the space. It's fun. Um, you'll see here we've got different crafting things. Like I said, we have a few different variations of things around the different worlds so that we can build and craft as we're out here. One of the coolest things that we have out here is the turrets. These were introduced when she was building this camp, again before full release, and we decided to put these here with little pebble stashes. So we just put as many pebbles in there. Whenever we've got pebbles on us, we'll just throw them in the things for ammo for when you use this. Now, don't get me wrong, these aren't great. Ideally, they need to be on the floor or close to the floor. To actually sort of, kill anyone or killing any of the bugs, but they're fun. We will relocate them at some point, but right now we've been focused on other things around the game. And also, I must mention that Harry Potter also came out, so we have been heavily playing Harry Potter individually, because obviously it's not multiplayer, which sucks ass. I've also been playing a lot of Sons of the Forest, which I am excited to show you some camps that I'm building on there. I must emphasize that I may be semi-decent at this game. I am barely okay at the Sons of the Forest. Like I said, I'm reasonably new to PC gaming in general, and the Sons of the Forest is hard when it wants to be. Now, don't get me wrong. On the worlds that I've created, I have pussied out and I have made low enemies because I am focused on building right now. Once I get better at the game and I build more confidence in my skills, I will just go ahead and create worlds with higher and harder bosses. But right now, I'm not stupid. I just want to get to grips with the games, get to grips with my sort of muscle memory in my fingers and things like that, so that I can sort of be a better PC gamer in general. I just sort of wanted to show off some of the creations in the grounded. Like I said, this is a fantastic game. I highly recommend this game to everybody. Not everybody likes this. Some people feel it's a bit childish, and I do get that. You know, it's the cartoon feel to it. The small children. You know, you are playing a child. You know, there's not like guns or sort of anything adult in it. You know, this is something that you could play as a young person, and I think that's another reason why I like it. It doesn't seem very popular with the sort of younger community, as far as I'm aware. Now, bearing in mind, I only really know my nephews when it comes to sort of gaming and what they play. But they're not really interested in grounded. I tried to get them into it, and they're not really interested in the sort of the how hard it can be. In all honesty, so it's just one of those things, really. Like I said, it's just something that I love this game. I think it's such a good game. I think it looks fantastic. I think what they've done with it is fantastic. You know, even down to this, you know, the zip line with the little aphid on the top. It's cute. It's adorable. You know, it's so much fun. There's so much to do in this game. The story is fantastic. It's long as well. Now, like I said, I've been playing this since like 0.4, so this the storyline has taken me a while because they've still been working on it in all lessons. But I will say that we have had a lot of fun sort of going through the story and finding out sort of what happened to these kids and where they're at in their life. I will say that it's a funny storyline to say the least, and some of the scenarios you just can't help but sort of giggle at. Where is it? There it is.
It's not
So,
women
you
crying,
know, like
but
I said, it's a
women making.
fantastic game. I do highly recommend it to everybody. I'm very proud of the things that we've created throughout this map. I will take more time to show off different aspects, but like I said, this is my first time recording. I wanted to see what it was like. I wanted to see if I could put a video together, basically. Perhaps in the next video I will do a full tour of different areas around the map, do a bit of a cutscene, and show off each different individual camp on here. Like I said, I do want to get some recording done on grounded. I don't think that's going to be as sort of hectic as this one. This is all put together, you know, my camps are already built, so there's not much to show off in regards to the got a little bit of glitch there. There's not much to show off in regards to how I built it, and sort of the time that I built it. But what I will say is, with Sons of the Forest, obviously that's just come out in early release. I will be able to show off there some of the things that I'm building and learn as well. You know, this is about me getting advice from people and things like that. This isn't anything that I'm trying to do to sort of become a YouTuber, so per se. This is just to sort of follow my journey throughout my gaming and crafting and building experience throughout games. I think for practice, I will be putting together a couple of farming simulator games. Farming Simulator is my secret pleasure. I do actually love Farming Simulator. It's a fantastic game. And I think I will be putting a couple of those together. I haven't really played Farming Simulator much on PC. I have typically been playing it on console, and since 22 came out, it's been a lot easier for me to be able to play on console. To be honest, I have it on both. I have it on console and PC, so Either way, it's been fantastic, and it's been a lot of fun sort of going around and showing off this. I can't wait to show off the rest of the camps that we've built. But for now, thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and I appreciate your time. Bye.